We are all born as creative geniuses, but in trying to mold ourselves in the ways of the world, we end up being just garbage. I was also born a creative genius, but I fear time and unimaginative blockhead. As a kid, I was very curious about everything, and my curiosity provoked me to open each and every screw of any toy that I got. And I still can't forget the beatings I would get for this from my parents. It was all going well and smooth. But then in class 9, I heard Einstein's theory of special relativity from my advocate father. You see no connection there. Well, this theory says that if you exceed the speed of light, the time starts flowing backwards and you grow younger. And that's why the universe does not allow you to cross this speed. And this literally blew up my mind. And I started reading about astronomy. And I dreamed of becoming an astrophysicist just like Einstein. Funny, right? Then in class 10th, I read my Experiments with Truth. And I got so fascinated with Mahatma Gandhi's lifestyle and his daily routine that I started following some of them myself. I would eat only twice a day. And when everybody around me lied effortlessly to avoid trouble, I would speak truth. And I would feel so thrilled and happy like I was saving the world. Then in class 11th, I had my first girlfriend. But soon after, my first breakup. And in those dark and gloomy days, I heard raps of Eminem, my savior. His magical creativity in rhyming words with such profoundness pulled me in completely. And I started rhyming words too. And I got good at it. I was even given an opportunity by my school to perform a rap on the anniversary of Hiroshima and Nagasaki incident to promote peace in the Constitutional Club of Delhi. You know, rhyming words and at the same time making profound sense requires much creativity. And I truly enjoyed that period. But as I entered college, I shifted from writing raps to writing science fiction. And one science fiction was published in the national magazine Science Reporter, the November 2013 issue. Those days, I was quite fascinated with the idea of controlling one's mind. And that science fiction was also based on the same theme. I also authored a research paper that time. It was about making robots which can change their shapes on their own. But after a while, I thought it's all getting nerdy, isn't it? Let's do something crazy, something sporty. And I ended up reading the autobiography of Wim Hof, also known as Iceman. Well, if you don't know him, he has run a marathon in minus 40 degrees Celsius, all naked. He has also attempted to climb Mount Everest, barefooted and naked. And again, I got fascinated. And I did those exercises told by him to adapt to extreme temperatures. I used to bathe with super chilled water 5 o'clock in the morning in winters. And once I went to Himachal Pradesh, I remember it was a spine-chilling cold morning, all snow around. And I somehow forced myself out of my warm and cozy blanket and went straight to the bathroom. Stood there naked and shivering. And as I poured that ice cold water on my head, I felt like 1,000 needles piercing my body all at once. I thought I had committed a terrible mistake. I would die of frostbite. But I came out of that bathroom well and alive. And it still is one of the very best experiences of my life. But friends, by this time you may have realized that I don't just read a book. I try to live a book. But that was my glorious past, when creativity flourished in me and there were dreams, magical dreams. I don't know what happened after that, but I spiraled down, lost and afraid by the insecurities of the future And those insecurities swallowed that little curious kid. Now when I see an old man lying on his deathbed, enervated of originality and creativity, having searched nothing, found nothing and lost nothing, I feel scared. All I want now is to save that little curious kid. And I want you all to save your little curious kids. I would like to quote the dialogue from the movie The Great Gatsby, which is, "My life, old sport, my life has got to be like this. And it's got to keep going up." Thank you.